Hi everyone, my name is Julia Hagan, and I just wanted to sit down and chat with you for a minute and welcome you to DIY spring cleaning class with essential oils, and tell you a little bit about this class and what to expect, and a little bit about myself and why I am so passionate about this topic. So just to start out first, I'll introduce myself and tell you a little bit why I have come to enjoy teaching this topic so much. As I started doing a little bit of research back in my 20s, I had a lot of health problems that I was going through at the time. And I got a lot of answers from doctors that were, you're fine, we don't know, we can't find anything. So that kind of led me on my own journey of wellness and working on my body from the inside out. And part of that journey was learning about toxic ingredients that we were putting in and on our bodies, including what was in our home and under our sinks and in our cabinets, and how it was affecting our health, not only short term, but just over the long term. And even though some of these ingredients are deemed safe for use, they're not necessarily studied how they're combined in the body, all these different products that we're putting on daily, and how that affects us. So studies show that Americans actually spend 80 to 90% of their time indoors, which just that by itself is kind of scary to me. That's a lot of time inside, but due to a lot of our jobs, it requires us to be inside. And over about 63 hazardous chemicals on average is what is found in an American home. And typically the ingredient labels for these chemical products, about only 1% of what is required to actually be on the labels due to their trade secrets and other things. So I find that also scary that we don't exactly know what is in these products that are on the shelves. And just because they are sold in stores doesn't mean that they are healthy and safe for us to use. And one of my favorite resources has been the Environmental Working Group. They actually have a great website and a great app called Skin Deep. And they also have, not only for personal care products, but they have that resource for all of the products in your home and cleaners that you can plug in what your cleaner is, and it'll rate it, give you a number. And so the lower numbers mean that this has a list of the safest ingredients. And then if it's rated poorly, it'll actually tell you what the ingredients are and kind of and break it down for you and tell what those out of those ingredients has been shown to cause harm. So back to my journey, once I started finding all of this out, I started slowly swapping over everything to non-toxic cleaners. And kind of that first phase was all of the store-bought things that you think are clean and safe and green. And again, when I went back to that EWG site, I was really shocked to find out about all these cleaners that were green and how they label a lot of things. They weren't really safe, and they were, artificially colored green, and they still had that smell. And so once I started finding this out, and I had gotten started with essential oils, I slowly started learning that not only are these recipes really quick, they're also really cost effective. And that even surprised me how much cheaper it was. I was probably spending over $3 for a spray bottle at the store of a green cleaner. That's per bottle, which you would go through pretty quickly. And my first step was to replace everything with this Thieves Cleaner, which the one bottle has lasted me a very, very long time. My first one I ever got was probably about a year, just because I was using it just as spray cleaners before I learned that I could use it for so many other areas in the home. And it was under $1, just depending on what size container and what ratio. Typically I do just a capful, which I think is about a tablespoon per 16 ounces. So it ends up being quite under $1, about 70 to 80 cents a spray bottle, which is really, really cheap. And so that has been the biggest swap outs in our home. So anyway, I'm so glad you're here. I hope that you're able to learn some really fun things for cleaning in your house. Cleaning has not been my favorite thing, duty, but I've really enjoyed it with the oils, getting to make something really quickly and cost effective, and it smells so much better. You don't have to worry about your children being around, your pets being around, or not only that, I know for myself, I'm pregnant, and it has been awesome to clean and keep up our cleaning routine without worrying about the toxic chemicals or wearing a mask or having all the doors and windows open in the house or getting a headache afterwards. So give these recipes a try and let me know what you think. I'm so glad you're here and you're joining us, and I hope you enjoy the class.